Welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to a new plane maker named Paul Burchell out of Canada. His Instagram is on the workbench. I honestly wasn't going to do a video because I was just going to buy these planes and give them to my friends as gifts. But after testing them out, I have to tell you guys about this guy because he is a plane maker that you need to keep an eye on. He is new. I bought his first ever made plane, his third plane, and his fifth plane, and I was his first ever customer. When it comes to buying from new makers, sometimes you don't know what you're going to get. They don't have that reputation, and you don't know if there's going to be any issues or anything like that. But when I saw his planes and how beautiful they were, I had to give them a try. And I am very, very happy that I did because these planes perform amazing and they are very, very comfortable. They are easy to set up. I just love everything about them. They're awesome. Now, as I mentioned, I got these planes as gifts, and the first one I want to talk about is the cherry one. Now, this is a very unique plane. I don't know that I've ever seen one that is with this shape and style. It's also very narrow, so the blade is only 1 1/8. And the reason I think my friend would like this is for edge jointing boards. If you follow the channel, you know that I use a 5 1/4 because it's just easy to keep on the board. And I don't think he has a narrow plane. So that was one of the reasons. The other reason is because he has a tendency to tip the plane in the front when he gets to the end of the board. So I'm thinking if he has all of this support in the back, he won't be doing that. He'll be putting more pressure back here and less likely have a chance of dipping the board out. He also has big hands, so having more support in the back is going to be easier for him. The other thing I like about this is you can really get comfortable and take some really detailed shavings and detailed passes with this while having a lot of control because of how long the body is. The last reason is because this can also be used as a shooting plane. The side is square to the bottom. That was one thing that Paul made sure of, and I don't think my friend has a shooting plane at all, so that's the other reason I got this plane for him. It's also just beautiful. I mean, the curly cherry with the Paduke sole, beautiful plane. The next one that I got for a different friend is the Curly Ash Jack. And the reason I picked this one for him is because it is the first plane that Paul ever made. And this friend is a very big collector of planes. He loves supporting small makers and he loves just custom and unique type made planes. It's also out of a beautiful type of wood that's not very common either. So I thought he would really like that. I also picked this plane for my friend because I really like how the back is shaped. He has bigger hands, so I think that's going to be really comfortable for him in the front and the back to have a lot of support that way. I have smaller hands, but this was still really comfortable for me, so I think it's going to be even more comfortable for him. The last reason I picked this plane for my friend is, you know how they have like work moms? I kind of consider him like my woodworking dad. He's been a mentor to me. He's been a big support for all of the endeavors that I've gone through. He supported the channel. He supported Plain Wellness. And I just enjoy talking with him and hanging out with him. I really, really value his opinion on everything that I'm doing. So I really do kind of look at him as my woodworking dad. And this plane and this plane were both made out of the same board of curly ash. So I thought it would be cool for him to have one and for me to have one as just a sentimental thing, because I can be sentimental. The last plane that I need to talk about is the small smoothing plane. This thing is very comfortable to use. I love the shape. I'm able to push this plane, pull this plane. It's just very, very comfortable, and it's set at a higher angle. I currently only have the Clifton number 4 that's set at 45. This is set at 50. So if I do encounter any kind of wild grain or tear out with this plane, I can reach for this one, keep it set up, and ready to go. For all of these planes, again, I love the shape, I love the design of them. I really like the shape of the wedge because you can almost just completely lock it in with hand pressure, make sure it's square, and you're good to go. You can tap it if you want to, but I don't know if it's the shape of the wedge or how he made something in there, but hand pressure, lock it down, start taking shavings. The other thing that I like is he left a wide opening in front of the mouth so that way you can clear the shavings out. Sometimes I see planes and there's not enough space in there to get your hand in there to clean out the shavings. That was no issue with these planes. And of course, I just have to say it again that I am very, very impressed with these planes, especially because they're the first few planes that he ever made. And they're awesome. So Paul, you have a knack for this. Please keep making planes. If you guys are interested in seeing his planes, I'll put his information down below. And again, Paul, I'm going to be back. Get ready because I am going to buy more. I'm obsessed. Thank you for letting me be your first customer. If you guys have any questions, any comments, anything like that, feel free to let us know down below. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.